Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. How are you guys doing? If you're having a good day, hit that like button down below. But today guys, we have a ton of awesome stuff to talk about, ton of update news and things, stuff relating to the Minty set. That's right, alongside the Minty pickaxe, there are going to be other skins, so we'll discuss the details about that. And we've also got a ton of leaks to go over, new leaked consumables, new leaked items, some crazy stuff, even like a clone machine. There's some amazing things packed into today's video, so make sure to watch it until the end so you guys are fully up to date on what's going on. But yeah guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on notifications to be kept in the know with Fortnite info and stuff like that. And on top of that, if you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. But without further ado guys, let's jump into it with the first thing in today's video. Alright guys, but jumping into it here with the first thing I want to talk about in this video, this is just sort of an interesting thing that I really wanted to show you guys. It's a trick that can help you get health and stuff like super fast in the Slurpy Swamp location. And yeah, it's a little random, but it's so cool that I had to let you guys know. This was found by a user, Hey It's Yonder on Reddit, so thanks to him. But let's go ahead and get into it quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the stuff. So basically guys, obviously you want to head over to Slurpy Swamp. Now I'm not talking about any of the things around Slurpy Swamp. This is actually to do with the buildings and stuff around the location. Alright, it's a bit darker now, but yeah, say you're in this location right here and you want to get some shield. Obviously, you know, you usually go for these things right here, which can give you shield, but it honestly takes a little bit. And hey, there's a llama up there. But it usually takes you a bit of time. So something you can do instead is go up to like these barrels and then break the one below it, and you'll sometimes get a little bit more than 10. That actually wasn't that much. But after that, you can then go to like this location right here and place a roof piece. You'll get the health from that right there. Do the same thing for this one. You'll be up to 60, and then you can even go over to this one right here and do the same exact thing. And just by like placing these roof pieces or breaking stuff below the barrels and things, you'll be able to get the health from them like super fast. It's super easy. After that then guys, before we get into it with the Minty set, let's talk a little bit about some of the leaks, and then we've got more leaks coming up after this one. But let's talk about some of the items right here. So thanks to Sheena BR and also Spadicy on Twitter for finding a bunch of these things. But yeah, first of all, you have got the Badger Bangs, which I'm not exactly sure what those are, and you guys are gonna have to help me figure out what these could be by leaving a comment down below. Honestly, the only thing I think about is like fireworks or something like that, you know, like firecrackers, because sometimes they have a similar name to that, if you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I mean, it's really up in the air. Either way though, a firework type item would be really cool. They've done similar things in the past, so having something similar to the grenades in the game that maybe do a smaller amount of damage, but you can throw more of them, or they go off multiple times and like spread out, that would honestly actually be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty interesting right there. But then on top of that, you also have the Badger Grape, which again, these names are like codes for something. They don't always give us the exact names. Sometimes they use code names, which this seems to be. Now, since it is a grape, I would assume this is like a consumable on the map, you know, similar to apples or mushrooms or things. By the way, if you didn't know, they made a small update to the mushrooms in Slurpy Swamp. They used to heal you like immediately. Now they heal you over time. Interesting little update, but yeah, this seems to be like a forageable type of item, which would make a lot of sense. So, you know, maybe it gives you some special ability. Maybe you get like extra defense for a while. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with random ideas that they haven't done yet for the consumables. But I could definitely see them adding another consumable like foraged item on the map. But moving on here, let's talk about the Minty set. Or it actually goes by a different name, but that's sort of like the more recognizable name until I explain exactly what this is. But yes guys, there is going to be a set that goes alongside the Merry Mint pickaxe, or Minty pickaxe, whatever you want to call it. So yeah guys, if you missed one of my previous videos that I posted a few days ago, we talked about how the Merry Mint pickaxe and all of the codes were released on November 6th. I managed to get some, and also I'm giving away one in that video. So if you missed that video and didn't get to enter that, simply click the link in the description to go to that video for details about that. But yeah, the Merry Mint pickaxe is now out to the general public. But what about other items besides the pickaxe? Well guys, when I got this pickaxe, I was taking a look at it and I noticed something peculiar. It says down in the description, refreshingly festive, but also part of the Frosty Fight set. That is right guys, it is not a single item, it is part of a full set, meaning that there are going to be other items in this set as well. And as we've seen in previous sets, that could mean anything from, you know, just one outfit, but it could even at the max of it mean like a male and female outfit, a glider, a wrap, stuff like that, all part of this Frosty Fight set. But with that guys, we can also expect what is going to be in this set, because take a look at the Merry Mint pickaxe once again. As we talked about in that previous video of mine, this is a reskin of a pickaxe that is already in the game, the Candy Axe. That means guys that the other skins in this set more than likely are going going to be reskins of previous skins that have already released, so that gives us a clue as to which skins those will be. Now, one thing I wanted to point out right away, if you take a look at the candy axe, oddly enough, this one is not part of a set. That was the first thing I decided to look at, because that would make it very obvious to see which skins are going to be reskinned. If the Merriment pickaxe is part of a set and the candy axe was part of a set, obviously whichever set the candy axe is a part of, I know that's kind of confusing, would lead us directly to which skins are going to be reskinned. However, guys, it appears that it's not directly part of a set. I say directly because it does show up with other skins in promotional stuff and things like that. So I took a look online. I think this was around last year. Fortnite put up a specific teaser for the items that were in the item shop on a specific day during the holidays last year. And as you can see, the candy axe is in the bottom right corner alongside a bunch of other skins. We've got Red-Nosed Raider, you've got the Candy Cane Wrap, and also Red-Nosed Ranger on the right of Red-Nosed Raider. That's like a tongue twister. But either way, with that being said, if these show up all together, obviously they're like of an implied set. If they showed up in the item shop together, it would imply that these could be part of the same set, you know, like theoretically. So these skins are fair game to then be part of the set alongside the Merriment pickaxe. Now, not the only skin, we'll go over another one coming up here in just a second, but like for example here, let's take a look at a concept I made for Red-Nosed Raider. What if she was instead turned into Merry Raider and had the same exact colors as the Minty pickaxe? She would instead look something like this, which is honestly pretty cool. She would have the same sort of like purple and minty color to the design. Also, you gotta have those same exact flames from the Minty pickaxe, but this time I think it would maybe be somewhere around the hands. They've done stuff like that before with previous skins, so that's definitely in the realm of possibility. But considering that the flames are one of the most iconic things of the Merriment pickaxe, I feel like the skins in the same set would have to have those attributes as well. So yeah, that's what that would look like, and obviously the Red-Nosed Ranger would look similar, but then on top of that, you also have the Candy Cane Wrap. Now this one is a little bit more obvious, but it would very clearly have to be something along the lines of, you know, just the pattern that is on the Merriment pickaxe. That same purple and minty color, that one would make a lot of sense. However, guys, there's another skin that I definitely think is a possibility, and this is probably the coolest one that could be reskinned, but what about the Merry Marauder? I would say this is probably the most iconic of the holiday skins. Correct me if I'm wrong there. If you guys have another idea for a holiday skin that's like the iconic Fortnite holiday skin, let me know down below in the comments. But Merry Marauder, I feel like it could be a part of this set as well. And with that being said, I created a concept here, which I'm a big fan of. I think this turned out really cool, of what he would look like if he was instead called the Minty Marauder. I mean, come on, guys, that is like the perfect name for it, especially when, again, it's called the Merriment pickaxe, and then you've got Merry Marauder. They both have Merry in the name. I don't know, guys, could be a coincidence, but I feel like Fortnite would also see that. Either way, though, we're getting off track. This concept right here, again, takes those same colors of the pickaxe, but then instead of the flame maybe being on the hands, what if it's, you know, on his head? That would look pretty cool as well, and it would also fit in with the fact that he's a gingerbread man. Obviously, we have a style for him where he's already on fire, so it would fit in quite well. Also, Merry Marauder already has like candy cane details to him, like the sash he wears or whatever, it has a candy cane design to it, so it would all fit in like really well. So I think a bunch of those skins could be likely to be a part of the Merriment pickaxe set. That also begs the question if those are going to be, you know, parts of other promotions. Are they going to be in the item shop? Obviously, it's too early to tell, but it's pretty interesting. I'm excited to see how that turns out. But moving on, guys, let's keep on talking about these leaked items and things. And like, for example, right here, this time we have some consumable type items, like first of all, the tornado grenade. That is right, guys, that one is probably the most clear out of a lot of these, but still a bit confusing. Obviously, what does that mean? Well, for example, it could destroy a bunch of structures. It could cause the player that it's near to maybe get sucked into the tornado and cause damage that way. There's a lot of possibilities, but it would obviously have to do with a tornado, right? So what do you guys think? Do you have ideas? Leave them down below in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. But let's keep it going here with also the clone machine, which is very interesting as well. Probably the most interesting out of all of these items and things. But a clone machine, obviously it would have to maybe clone your character, so you can use your character as a decoy, and maybe your decoy goes running somewhere. That in and of itself would be very crazy, and definitely something I could see Fortnite doing, like creating a clone of yourself just to distract enemies. That would make for some super interesting plays, that is for sure. On top of that, you also have the chug stand, which is odd. I'm not really sure what that would mean. I feel like it would be like a table you can maybe place down, but then why would it be a consumable type item? But I was thinking like maybe you and your team can go up to it and you like fill up a cup, like one of those Gatorade containers, and then you can share like a chug jug or something like that. I don't know. And then finally, for the last consumable available in this list, you have got the pool floaty, which is definitely interesting as well. Why would you need a pool floaty? That would obviously have to do with the water in some way, right? But why would you need it if you can already swim through water fairly fast? I don't exactly know. It's possible this could maybe be that floaty that you're given if you are knocked in water. If you guys didn't know, you actually get one of those rings around you, but it's not exactly a pool floaty, but still it would fit in with like the same exact thing. So I don't exactly know. Either way though, it's got to be something like that. And then keeping it going here, guys, with the final bit of leaked info that we have to talk about, you have got a couple of traps. Now the first of which is one that I think has been in the files for a while, meaning it could come into the game soon, but that is the cage trap. We talked about this before, how it would be very interesting and more than likely be a trap where, you know, you set it on the ground and when somebody steps over it, you know, a cage comes up around them so they can't escape until they like break through the bars and stuff around them, and then that would give you an opportunity to, you know, deal some damage. So yeah, and then the final one is the surprise party, which honestly your guess is probably as good as mine. My guess would be that it maybe would have something to do with the boogie bomb. That's the only thing I can think of, so yeah. But anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun Fortnite videos coming up in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the top left, the lowdown challenges guide, and then below that some more info about the Minty pickaxe and stuff. But again guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.